Hello, mate. Welcome back to here
Here,
for the first time today.
back again.
I'm
This
back,
time in a
back
different
once
room,
again.
like a
Anyway, so
renegade master.
did you see the Twisted Fire Starter? There's a company somewhere that is selling twisted fire starters as fire starters. There's a great caption with it. You know, this is what happens when children of the 90s start to run marketing departments, which I loved. But anyway, hello everyone. I hope you're very well indeed. It's Paul and Tim. Hopefully he's outside. We always do that. I want to talk about the pointlessness of what this week, because with where we are at the moment, what you do kind of no longer matters. Yeah, and kind of I use it as an example. Kind of I was having a conversation with a trades guy. It kind of makes kind of anything out of wood. Very, very good indeed. And you know, when he gets feedback, it is nothing about how good his work is. When he gets his feedback, oh, it's brilliant. He always turns up on time, or he's such a nice guy, or he always cleans up after him. And I think, you know, this is kind of really, really important. And I think particularly with what's going on now, but as a kind of a product of what has happened across kind of marketing, etc., business for the last years, kind of what you do is no longer important. It is now taken as read that you need to be good at it. It is taken as read that you need to do your job well, and kind of all those other kind of things. The thing that will make the difference, the thing that makes someone choose between what you do and what someone else do, or you and someone else for the same role, it so often comes down to how you do it. And yet I just think, you know, a load of people, you know, kind of just ignore this. And as an example of that, you know, one of my perennial gripes, we're having some work done. We're trying desperately to get some work done to our house. Every time a builder comes, great, yep. I'll send you a quote out. Have I heard anything? No. And I'm like 3 weeks in, and Amy's like, well, we should give them a call. I'm like, I am not going to chase someone who I'm trying to give money to if they simply can't be bothered to come back to me.
Yeah, that's tricky. I mean, that's we've also been doing works over the time that we've spent some time at home, and we've been trying to have the fascias and drainage fitted, and the same thing. Like he said, oh, I'll come down for a quote, and then turned up like 3 weeks after. Hi, all that. Hello, who are you? And then he still hasn't quoted, and now we're like 6 weeks down the line. I'm like, I don't know what to do. But I think you're absolutely right. It's like there's a couple of points to unpack that I like to pack. That the expectation of customers, the people you sell to, I expect it to be good. I expect it to be on time. I expect it to be good value. I expect it to be quality, right? So when people go out to market with, I don't know, flyers, letters, websites, social posts going, hey, we do a really good thing, and we do it quite nicely. We're like that, right? Of course. We sell this thing and it's good quality, as opposed to what? Like, I don't know what the value proposition of going, actually, we provide good customer service is, because I expect you to. Nobody goes to market that going, hey, we sell this thing and the customer service is terrible, actually. So, like,
yeah, thing great, service bad.
Like but if you want one of these, we've still got them. But like, you will not enjoy the experience of buying it from me. And I think it's that. It's been ongoing, hasn't it? It's been an ongoing battle of trying to get people to not focus on the products and the services they sell, because that's not what matters. It's the hat tip to our friend Victoria Taylor, the experience around it that matters. That the experience around it is what and why people choose you, not the product and service. And it's a big hurdle to get over for a lot of people.
Yeah, I think so. I think we'll comment Vicky below, actually, because I think, yeah, it's well worth people going to have a look and just listen to her take on kind of experience and the importance. And, you know, I think experience is something that only ever gets kind of pushed into, I don't know, hospitality world, where actually it comes into each and every part, you know, everything. Like, you know, we had a both good and bad experience with our log people. You know, we've got a burner. Normally logs come in the big bags. You know, 2 or 3 years ago, bags were left, and now they're not left, whether that's the kind of a recycling point of view or a cost point of view or that sort of thing. We've had a couple of guys, you know, one guy came and tipped it. Yeah, as luck would have it, tipped it on our neighbour's drive, which he was delighted about, where the other guy came and lifted our logs out, packed them for us, put it. Now, yes, it took a bit longer, but we did pay a bit more for it, although we didn't know that's what we were paying for. But I think, this is it in every single section, every single industry. This, how you do it, this is going to be the thing that, everyone wants testimonials. This is the stuff that people comment upon. Very few people talk about. You go and look for testimonials across any kind of business, and think about your own experience of this. Think about kind of where you are with when you've purchased something that you like or not, or whatever. Look at the reasons why you like it or why you don't. So often it'll come down to the person that served you. It will come down to, if you don't like it, it'll kind of come down to a lack of communication. And it's all these kind of things that I just think people are missing, and particularly at the moment when we said we must say this 1,000 times, right? There is more noise than ever. There's more low quality noise, but people are still buying, and they're trying to work out who to buy from.
Yeah.
And actually, if you've got something, whatever it is, and do you know what? These guys were lovely. Great service, start to end, this and that, love this, yes, of course, the product would be good. Yes, of course. But that's not what you need to push out there. That's not what, too many people are still majoring on that. And again, you see it we used to see it in kind of networking rooms, particularly, hi, I'm Paul, I'm an accountant, and, we really care for our customers. Well, it's kind of nonsense. It's a nothingness. It's kind of completely pointless. And I just think, I think people need to spend a bit of time genuinely thinking, like, look, what is it like to be a customer of ours?
Yeah.
What is it like? What is that journey from, never knowing that we exist right up to kind of buying from us again and again and again? How does that look like? And I think, that is still a point where you can massively differentiate between you and kind of everyone else.
Yeah, I was going to bring up differentiation as the traditional marketing theory point that I like to bang into these conversations. That they're like points of differentiation are all service related, right? They're all experience related. They're what makes you different. If you're a tiler and you sell tiles, there will be 40 other people that sell tiles that you're in your category, right? In your market that you're trying to serve, right? The fact that you provide tile, I rang a tiler and they came and put tiles in, is not very surprising. Neither is it a point of differentiation, right?
Yeah.
But how did he clean up afterwards? What was the quoting process, like you said, right? What was the bit before? The fact that the tiler can fit tiles, it's not properly surprising or important. I'd expect him to be able to do that, but the stuff either side, the before and after, is where it matters, maybe.
Yeah, I think just as I say, this is an absolute belter of a book, delivering happiness. On this topic about, everyone see that on this topic on kind of customers and the experience of it. Yeah, that's a really good read. But I think, like I said, the important thing is here. I think where people perhaps, because no one's trying to get it wrong. I know we get quite cross, me particularly, but no one's trying to get it wrong. But I think it is important that every part of this joins up. Like the last build we came, he was the one. I just liked him from the moment he walked in. He exuded confidence. He asked it intelligent questions that hadn't come before. But as soon as he asked me, I thought, yeah. And it was brilliant. And Amy and I were just like, look, well, great. Kind of, we're there. Let's get the other bits and bobs. And now, I don't know, we're in 3 weeks in, whatever it is, 4 weeks in. And I've heard nothing. And you think, great experience, massively dropped. Now, there's probably a chance to come back. And again, I think this is important to say that, it's very rarely all is lost with these kind of things. If this guy comes back and says, hey guys, really sorry, blah, 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 blah. Look, you may have moved on. Here's my details. Here's the quote. Here's the stuff. Yeah, very happy to chat. Well, look, you can kind of get back up. And I think, things are very rarely dead in the water here. Although I did have an electrician come once, and he came and he said he would quote, and obviously he didn't, but he did put me on his marketing list. So he fired emails at me like every week to try and get him to buy, even though I was still waiting for a quote from him. But anyway, he is kind of dead in the water. But yeah, so none of this stuff is there. But it's like all of this, a bit of thought, a bit of planning, take it as a whole piece. It's loads of people will take that experience to get people on that first bit, but then they'll forget about the next bit, and it'll kind of run all the way through. And I think, it's just really important to think, the how of what you do is more likely to get you more business, which is what we all need, than the what of what you do. And it just needs some proper thought behind it.
Yep, I agree. Good point.
Great stuff.
Right,
we're doing thumbs. Good to see you, mate. We'll catch you next time.